welcome to Get Collected. I'm your host, Soul Brother Mike, and it's Tuesday, July 18th, 2017, and you're listening to Season 3, Episode 26. Get Collected is co-hosted by Chrissy Cochran.
Hey, hey.
Today in What's the Deal, we'll get you ready for Season 4 of Get Collected coming this Thursday. And here's something Chrissy is sharing with you, her cover of Misty Blue. And then in the last part of today's show called Get Poetic, we're sharing a poem for Nelson Mandela Day today. Now let's get to the show. So what's the deal? Here's the deal. This is the last episode of Season 3. So we are still having a great time producing these episodes, and we really appreciate all of our listeners. Season 4 will have some new changes, including some more guests, and we'll also be trying out a new format. We're going to do our normal format in reverse. So we're going to start with our featured segment at the top of the episode, followed by Here's Something, and ending with What's the Deal? So the new season starts this Thursday, and you won't want to miss it. Make sure you check back for that.
Now for the next part of today's show on Here's Something, I'm sharing with you my rendition of the song Misty Blue. It was written by Bob Montgomery in 1966, and it became a hit song for Dorothy Moore 10 years later in 1976. I recorded this song for my dad as a gift for his birthday, which was yesterday. I played all the parts, and Mike did all of the mixing. It's not perfect, but I figured it'd be a nice addition to our show today. So here is Misty Blue. Enjoy.
Such a long, long time. Look like I'd get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you, and my whole world turns misty blue. Just a mention of your name turns a flicker to a flame. Listen to me, good baby. I think of the things we used to do, and my whole world turns misty blue. Heaven knows I've tried, baby. When I say that I'm glad we're through, deep in my heart I know I've lied. Just the thought of you, my love, Misty Blue. Oh, honey, it's been such a long, long time. Look like I'd get you off of my mind, but I can't. Just the thought of you, and my whole world turns misty blue. Oh, baby, oh I can't forget you. My whole world turns misty blue. Oh,
All right, that was Misty Blue by Chrissy Cochran. Reach out to her on Twitter at Chrissy Cochran to let her know what you thought. Also, if you'd like to download and own that recording, subscribe to us on Patreon. So $5 a month gets you access to all of the songs we feature in Here's Something, and it's often rare and otherwise unreleased. So go subscribe now at patreon.com/getcollected.
Now for the last part of today's show, it's time to get poetic. Today, July 18, is Nelson Mandela's birthday, also known as Nelson Mandela Day, and it's a day to celebrate his lifetime of service to South Africa and the world. It's usually observed as a day of volunteering or community service, and to share the idea that each individual has the power to transform the world and make an impact. So we're going to read one of Mandela's favorite poems, but first I wanted to remind you of who Mandela was and what he did. He was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician, lawyer, and philanthropist. He spent more than a quarter of his life in prison after being found guilty of conspiracy and sabotage to overthrow the government of South Africa, which was a government that was committing human rights abuses and considered him to be a terrorist. In prison, he was isolated and starved and assigned to hard labor, pounding rocks into gravel. He was released in 1990 at age 71 after 27 years in prison. He then served as president of South Africa from 94 to 99 and was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacy of apartheid by combating institutionalized racism and fostering racial reconciliation. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, and Mandela Day was officially declared by the United Nations in 2009. Mandela passed away at the age of 95 in 2013. During his time in prison, he took comfort in one of his favorite poems titled Invictus, which was written by William Ernest Henley in 1875. He would recite it to himself whenever he lost courage to keep his hope alive. So today I'm sharing with you Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening. Tune back in on Thursday for a brand new season of Get Collected.